Yo, yo, yo. Hey everyone. It's been a long time coming. How you been? How has everyone been literally? How has been you yourself and how has been sorry about that. How has been this weird flu coming in been with you? Yeah. I hope all of you have been good. I hope you all have been keeping it 100. My name is and will always be Danny the Storyteller. You can call me Cypher. Welcome to Just Chat if this is your first time tuning in. And today is a Monday. Oh, wow. If you're listening to me from any other country, shout out to Bhutan. Whoever is listening to me from there, I am so honored. Thank you so much for that. So I'm in the 254, that is Nairobi, Kenya, and it's Monday, and it's been so you guys, have you ever felt like sometimes you are just reliving something, or you're tending to feel like you are so off most of the time? Getting to mental health, I would feel, generally speaking, we do have what do we call them? I don't know how to explain it. I don't know how to say it, but generally, from what I have observed, from many talks with many people, from friends, from acquaintances, from many places I've been around, and people I have related with, you get to actually learn. Plus, anywhere you've been, even in your work setting, in your home setting, in your friendship circle, and probably with places you go to, probably you have gotten to see different characters of people. And coming to talk about, what do we call this, in terms of self-esteem. Yes, yeah, that's the word. Damn. Yeah, self-esteem. When we get to talk about self-esteem, we have low self-esteem and high self-esteem. So low self-esteem is where you feel the need to isolate yourself from the public and from any eye that is trying to uplift you to a higher ground, where you feel like you do not have to prove your worth, do not have to do anything, because you tend to feel worthless. And high self-esteem is where you put your head up high and you're like, yeah, I got this, I can do this, I do not care what you say, I do not care where you go, I am me, and I know what I can do, I know my flaws, and all that virtuous stuff, where you feel like, yeah, I am bigger than Goliath. Yeah, no pun intended. Anyway, so you do get to find some people who know how to prey on other people's self-esteem. You find this person coming in and trying to manipulate you to wanting to be more, is it dependent? Yeah, be more dependent of them. Like, you cannot make a decision, you cannot make any solution, you cannot decide on even personal issues without consulting them, because the way they program your mind and the way they try and twist you is they try and make sure that you feel like, yo, this person is so intelligent, this person is so good to me, this person can help me. But they prey on that. And this is not me saying from the knowledge I have. This is through the research I've done, through the nice novelry about mental health and all about the psychology I tend to probably pop into and read kidogo. I don't finish those books, let me just be honest. Yeah, cause they're very scientific. So I tend to look for pointers, and this is how I get information to come and put down on and in this podcast. So I don't know, because when you feel like you are highly exalted by authority, or not necessarily even authority, but you tend to feel like you're highly exalted by preying on other people's vulnerabilities. Hey, yes, Kikuyu karibu ingie kidogo. By other people's vulnerabilities, and those people actually, they are very clever, trust me. They know how to actually just come in a very witty way and act like they're your friend, but generally they aren't. They are just there for the benefits. For the benefits of some, you might end up an example, especially in school or campus, where you tend to do something and then another person is exalted for it. It's like, or probably since because they have some sort of name, in quotes, quote unquote name, in the classroom or around town, in quotes again, they tend to be like highly exalted because of your doing, because you're in the silence. Your work or your intelligence has been used, yes, for a good reason, but in the wrong way, to be precise. And if you do not sit down and scrutinize yourself and get to know, who am I, who do I want to be, or who do I want to emulate, or where do I want to be? Do I want to be this person who's literally following in the shadows, or do I want to be this person who's focused, planning ahead, thinking of other things, thinking of where I want to be in the next generation, in the next future? And you are not only thinking about yourself. If you are a family person, then definitely you are thinking of your kids. If you are this person who just wants to grind, sit down, enjoy your life, chill, just be you, man, come on, you got this, you can do this, just sitting down and thinking. I tend to say that music is a very, very good form of therapy, to be honest, because anytime you feel like you are frustrated, anytime someone comes and ruins your day or tries to confront you for the wrong reasons, and you feel like this could get heated up, what the fuck, yeah, I cuss a lot. So you feel like it's going to be a lot of tension and a lot of heated up segments in that whole scenario, then just take a chill pill, bruh. Take a chill pill, says take that time, focus, take deep breaths, 3 deep breaths, as we are being told to breathe in and breathe out when we were kids, and it really helps. And when you come back there, you're sober, you can now solve this, you can now talk to them in a sober way, and trust me, it just disappears. And when you get to that level of you understanding your emotional level, and you understanding how you relate with people and who you want to be, and not giving an F of anyone who's around you, not unless they're helping you, and not unless you are helping each other, and none of you is benefiting from another person salvaging from their own greatness, in quotes. I feel like when it comes to your mental health, you will be more sober to even solve and make solutions in quite an easy way. So for on the other side, where we tend to bring now this self-esteem issues of this person is really literally preying on your self-esteem, like you literally have to go there anytime you see them, you feel like, yo, hi, hail Caesar, it feels like a prison sometimes. And most of the time, when such people are exalted by your achievements, exalted by your doings, you tend to become so diminished. You get to a point where you cannot even express yourself, even on personal basis. And studies show like 50% of people who actually get to that level of low self-esteem literally don't come back from it. Some of them decide on getting into drug addiction, and this is not soft drugs, bruh. This is hard drugs like cocaine, codeine, heroin, because that's where they feel like anytime they have it, they're like, bruh, I am myself. I can laugh. I can do anything. And this brings in a lot of disadvantages. And you see, many intelligent people out here end up doing those things because they had a past that actually affected them. And that is why I always say in my podcast, check on your people, check on someone. They do not have to necessarily be your friends. I mean, you see them, you say hi, just go there and be like, hi, you good? You good? Don't ask them how is your mental health. That would sound hella weird. So just go and be like, you good? You good? So how was your night? And something like that, Converse, create a simple rapport, and then be like, oh, good chat. Then go. Because trust me, this is not you trying to court someone or trying to because trust, we are humans, we tend to confuse a lot. Sometimes you might even end up feeling some weird-ish feelings over there, but trust me, that's just a phase, and it will flow down and just run by the river, and casual talks. Just call someone, say something, just leave it in a weirdish way. It's like, say a riddle, be like, what's up, and then the person is like, what's up, what? And then you're like, yeah, good chat. The person will be like, yo, this dude is weird as fuck, but they're happy, because they're so confused by their mind. These funny sounds make people happy. Just smile at them. You don't have to say something. Give a firm stare and a smile, and that changes everything. And I feel like that also helps you grow personally, because I read somewhere in an article from Oxford, those two nice universities in the USA. Yes, not SA, USA. It was written by a psychologist in 2012. I read it recently. So the psychologist was saying that in as much as we tend to avoid these emotions that actually rage in, we do have hormonal imbalances in everyone. This does not only have to be on pregnant women, guys. The psychologist was saying hormonal imbalance does not only have to be on pregnant women, but also happens on men and women when they feel. So feeling is normal, and those hormonal imbalances usually come when you feel. So you may feel tension out of nowhere. It's perfectly normal. It might be from a trigger that your mind, that you do not know physically, but your mind has triggered it, but it hasn't hit you yet. But your body has already reacted because your brain hits it, the nerves go down there, and boom, you're like, bruh, I am so tensed. I do not even know why my heart is beating that fast. It's perfectly normal. All you have to do is just chill, take deep breaths, and then just, have a conversation with anyone, or just have a walk. And most states, usually for dealing with self-esteem, they usually put you in groups that are way higher than you, but not to push you down. It's just to motivate you to be better than them. And in this way, you go to a place where you feel these people are helping you. They are way superior than you, but they are helping you. They're guiding you and telling you this is this. They correct you in the right way. Yes, you feel that tension, but they correct you in the right way. So basically, all I'm talking about is that we do have, I don't like calling them psychopaths, but that term kind of brings me close to what I'm trying to say, because also psychopaths do prey on other people's vulnerabilities, and to them that makes them happy, that they feed off that's what makes them so happy. So, and they're the nicest people. That's the weirdest thing. Like, they are the nicest people ever, and you cannot even tell until you now scrutinize yourself and be like, okay, I am literally going wrong, and anytime that happens, I have definitely been in link with this one person. So I would advise, do not be a slave of anyone. Be your own boss, be your own man, be your own lady. Respect boundaries and respect authority, of course, definitely. If you're grinding and you are in an employment system, the system has to be respected. That is an MUST in caps. So not all the times definitely you can correct someone. That is everywhere you do correct people, in as much as it may seem rude or not, but definitely you do correct people in a nice and humble way, and you do grow. So definitely, if you're self-employed, if you're a boss, if you're bossing up, because definitely everyone has nowadays, I feel and I tend to say that everyone has a side hustle, no matter how small it is, in as much as it brings you those extra coins. Do it. That actually builds self-esteem in such a nice way, because you feel confident that you are doing something and it's paying off. So and I feel like taking time to actually just scrutinize yourself alone really helps. Just a few hours of silence does not kill. You yourself just sitting down and listening to yourself, putting your earphones on or headphones on, and some low music, not too loud, and just focusing with some nice chilled music. And take time to observe your environment before you allow people in. And when you allow people in, don't let them in 100%. Just be gradual about it, and with the right people, and be loyal to those who are loyal to you. Grind with those who want to grind with you. Cut off those who don't want to. Trust me, if they get pissed off, that's not your problem. That's their problem. They have to work on themselves. So that's definitely mental, trust me. So if you're good with yourself, you go, continue doing what you're doing, and continue growing. Because trust me, you need to get to a point where you're sleeping, and in as much as you refuse, money has to come in. We want that financial independence. You want to travel to Bali, you have to make that money. So I'm dropping bars. Anyway, I am so happy you tuned in today. I hope this was so enlightening to you guys. You can come in. I have something for you. I am thinking of opening another segment. It's called Casual Desire. I did advertise it in the other podcast, but that one was, I feel like that one was a deal even for me to download that podcast. No offense, but I know I'm the one, but you can go listen to it and call it whack, or say a thumbs up. It's called Casual Desire. It's a written piece, quite erotic. I love erotic novelry. It's quite creative and mystical to me, very interesting and intriguing. So it's called Casual Desire. I will be bringing an audiobook, an ebook, which I don't know if it's me, myself, and I was going to be using this silent, voice and trying to get in there. Anyway, or I might bring someone who has a way sexier voice, probably a lady and a gent, or I'm gonna think about it. But it's quite erotic. It's really, really intriguing. It's about a guy and a girl who still are trying to figure themselves out, but their desires and urges in the sexual terms are so high. But not every scene. I mean, it's not pornography. But it's visual. But thank you so much, Danny the Storyteller, saying that success is the best revenge. Stay woke, trust nobody, trust yourself. Your best competition is yourself, and only be loyal to those who want to be loyal to you, and move with those who want to move, and grind hard, grind smart, and be the king and queen you're always meant to be. Danny the Storyteller, out.